Hello everybody and welcome to episode 24 of Crystals and Stuff. Now, I am going to give a content warning for this one as it gets a little intense. Now, if you aren't comfortable with intense emotional situations, I'm going to spoiler it here. If you don't want the spoil for the content warning and what's going to happen, just skip over the intro. But there's going to be a lot of emotional things going on with the group as they are leaving Anemone behind in New Cresthill. If you aren't comfortable with emotional confrontation, this might not be the episode for you. But that being said, let's jump right into it. I hope that you guys enjoy. Alright! Hello everybody, welcome to Crystal Stuff, a homebrew D&D adventure created by me, Diamond, the DM, and my co-DM, my boyfriend, Weapon.
Hi, I'm the boyfriend, the co-DM, Hispanic man, and I will be saying racial slurs tonight.
No.
You won't!
Let's go!
No! No! Not if I have anything to say about it. Alright. Today we are joined by our friends here to kick off this episode, starting with...
Hi, it's me, Noah. I play Varis Stonewall.
Hi, I'm Forrest, and I play Mikhail Ravenwood.
Hi, I'm Forrest, and I play Ashton!
There are two of them. There are two Forests.
Wait, I forgot who I was! Wait, can we just restart!
Can we take another picture? I think I blanked.
Oh.
I'm confused!
Yeah, I'm Tom, and I play Ashton. And we're gonna fuck some people up today! Yeah!
Yeah!
Murder range! Murder hobos!
No.
True.
We're gonna murder people!
Oh no. Maei.
Excellent. Also, hey, I'm Maei. I play Triton Ward. A funny, cool guy, an intimidating-looking monk Goliath, shy guy who likes magic and books.
Alright.
What's the quote
What's
of the
the
day?
quote of the day?
Yeah, come on!
That thing.
Sorry,
got
Maei,
rusty
I
after
know-
not doing
I
the
know,
top
I'm
two
I got
weeks.
one for you.
No. I already got one prepped.
Oh,
I got one prepped.
okay.
I got one prepped. Don't worry.
Yeah, you better.
Let me just find it real
My
quick.
quote of
Oh
the
my
day
God.
is
Alright, hold up.
my
My quote
No,
of
I got
the
it.
day.
No,
my quote of the day.
Never
genuinely got it,
go
though.
up the wrong way.
No, I genuinely have it though. All right, here goes. The blunders and absurdities that may have crept in, forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day, and you shall begin it with serenity and with... Oh, I can't even read my own goddamn handwriting. Hold on.
Ugh.
You shall begin it with serenity, with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your odd nonsense.
Okay. I like that.
Okay.
Alright.
Mine was only when the mosquito lands on your testicles does a man know patience.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
No. No.
You should have told me that you should have told me that in the DMs, and I would have used it next week. God damn it!
Okay,
That's fine.
I will send you a new one.
No, we get two quotes. We get two quotes this week.
No,
Then I have to fucking
okay.
up the ante and get two quotes. Get two quotes next week.
Now, if everyone is ready, let's do the crystals and stuff. It's meant
And
to
drugs!
be.
Let's go! The stuff is drugs!
Alright, so last we had left off, the party had continued their way to get the next phylactery in the next region of the area of New Cresthill. Upon getting to New Cresthill, they ran into Kathos and his family, basically, because, you know, it's where they live. With a little bit of help of former Strahd party member Renesmee, they went and they fought this druid creature out in the woods that had the phylactery embedded in their chest. After winning the fight, Ashton had gone into a bit of a rage and destroyed the phylactery. Then, upon returning back, Alana had a talk with Mikhail and had sent you off saying that you guys get free room and board and stuff while staying in New Cresthill. Now, I would say that it's been roughly 2 days. So the first day, the whole one-shot thing happened. People got yoinked through portals. Nonsense. Silly nonsense. So whatever happened to your characters during that time is up to you. But most of the audience knows what happens to most of them. Now, the second day. That is what your writing pieces, your homework was meant to be about. The time that the downtime that they had in New Cresthill. So after the whole shenanigans of the portals and stuff, everyone was sent back. It did happen, it was canon. But this is the day after. It's a new day. So what did everybody do in their downtime upon being in New Cresthill? Just give a brief kind of PowerPoint-esque.
So Ashton and Anemone did some training where Ashton kind of focused on like strength and endurance training and positive reinforcement with Anemone, and taught her how to throw hand axes.
All right.
Kind of getting a brother-sister vibe going.
Mikhail spent all day training as well. He was getting advice from the paladin Renesmee, and Renesmee and his family ended up inviting Mikhail over for dinner afterwards, and yeah.
Varis went on a small misadventure with Archer and Johnny Bargain, with more portal stuff happening, and met up with some other characters who are also played by me.
Okay.
And lastly, Triton and a handful of the others went on a wild adventure in the New Cresthill Harvest Festival, and later that night took part in a drag queen competition.
I fucking knew it.
He got second place.
Oh, so Damon must have been there.
No.
Bro was a queen.
Nope.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, no, never mind. Shit.
Ah,
I was gonna say that he got first place, but nah, it's whatever.
Okay. So then that would make this technically day 3 that you guys have been in New Cresthill. It's a new morning. I assume the way that I have this set up currently is roughly what you guys would pick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Anemone she's knocked out. Like, she's sleeping.
Snoozing.
yeah, Ashton would probably be sleeping up on there.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, a bed is too good for him.
Belle took the rug, so you don't have a
I'll
choice.
take the rug.
Triton sleeps on the
No.
fucking floor, dog.
Where all the dirt. That's where all that goes.
Whoever wants
Like,
to...
I'm just assuming that the rug is now filled with nothing but dirt.
Oh my god.
The rug
Yeah.
is dirt.
The rug is dirt.
So whoever wants to wake up first, but you guys, whoever ends up waking up first is going to remember that Alana had requested that you guys meet with her before you all left, New Cresthill.
For once, I will
Um,
say that Varis wakes up relatively early, unless someone wants to wake up before him.
Nah, Mikhail will probably wake up around the same time as Varis.
Oh, Ashton is out.
I would love to say
He had to deal with
that
cops all
Pell,
day. Yeah.
Pell would wake up in a night terror and scream out rocks with dirt mixed in
Oh, as soon as he does that, Ashton
and try to wake up.
Yeah, this one Varis absolutely would be awake. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ. Ah, gets out of bed, stretches for a minute.
and continuously keeps barking at the door.
The door's unlocked. The door's
Ashton, please. I'm
It's
trying to sleep.
unlocked. You can open it. You can leave.
Ashton opens the door, then gently closes it.
I like to imagine he's running on all fours out into the tavern.
100%.
He gets on his freaking hind heels to open the door, and then closes the door behind him, and then gets all back on the floor.
Morris takes a moment to pinch himself and winces in pain a little bit before retracting his arm back. Okay, so this is at the very least definitely real and is happening.
What are you on about?
The last 2 days have been kind of a blur for me. I am not entirely sure which of it was real and what part of it was fiction. But I'm tired and hungry and I want to eat something. Then he starts heading towards the door to go get some breakfast.
Right. Mikhail's gonna
Rosa. There.
stick around the bedroom for a moment.
Oh, Diamond,
Yeah.
check your DM.
Oh. No, there's no unattended beer mugs.
Okay. Was there any unattended food?
It's 7 in the morning. Why would there be beer out already?
There's probably
don't-
some unattended food because they haven't had the chance to clean it up yet. But around this time, Anemone would probably wake up and like be a little groggy.
Mikhail's going to just continuously run his fingers through her hair to like try and get her to continue to relax as he's kind of looking around the room trying to make sure he knows where all of her stuff is.
After Anemone fully wakes up and she realizes that Mikhail's right next to her, her eyes immediately light up and she basically tackle hugs him.
Morning, kid.
Morning.
Triton's
He's
gonna
gonna-
wake up kind of slightly annoyed. Ugh. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Bill. He's gonna kick it. He's gonna kick it, Bill.
Belle.
Wake up.
Belle is just gonna roll over.
Hey, man. You're gonna get sand in your lungs. Wake up, man.
No good. He's knocked out.
God damn it. Alright.
Probably drank a little bit too much.
Mikhail, do you want any like breakfast or something? I can grab you and the kid some breakfast if you'd like.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that.
All right, I'll make sure to get you something special instead of these golden crispy hash browns we have almost every day. He's gonna shrug it off.
And Varis shall receive his bacon, eggs, and orange.
Yay!
She's just gonna sit there, like, looking at Varis, like, food?
He'll cut like half of an egg and give it to him. So, what happened with you these past couple of days?
Oh, well, I was training Anemone, and then I was like just whoosh, and then I met these cops, and they were like, "Oh, you can't do anything fun because we're cops," and then we were tiny, and then we had to solve these stupid puzzles, and then there was this one really annoying guy who really wanted to solve puzzles, and he was like a hoot, and then we threatened some fairies, and I don't know if they were like fairies or just regular fairies, but I know that they were fairies, and then we got back here. And the Anemone, she couldn't come with us because she was with us, but she couldn't come with us because she was too big and she couldn't fit through the door. But then we got back here, and then I taught her how to throw a hand axe.
So you also went to another world. Shit. Huh, I guess that was real then.
I'm not sure
Well,
if it
I
was
guess-
because I ate a mushroom.
I guess that kind of makes
Ah,
3 of us, actually,
get-
because I was also teleported.
That's a bit too big of a coincidence.
Do you
I
think
don't think
everyone got teleported?
I would imagine I definitely wasn't here 2 days ago. Well, I guess I was here, but I was definitely not here now. I mean, you remember what happened with the old man, right? Where we got
Yeah.
sent into the future. I was in an entirely different location, but it was still definitely of this world. I was just in the past. I can tell because Renesmee was absolutely a lot younger when I was seeing him, and Strahd was still very much alive.
Well, I was in a completely different area. I ended up being in a place called Strixhaven. It's like a wizard college.
Oh, huh, interesting.
Yeah, it was very like clean and very nice, like my library, but like
I went to
full of
Ravnica.
people.
You had a much better experience than I did. I had to run away from a skeletal dragon. That was not fun. And then
But you
I
made it
had
out.
to fight Strahd. Also not fun. For the record, the history makes it sound way cooler than it actually is. I very nearly died.
Welcome to the
It
club.
was cool seeing Renesmee in his prime. It was not cool almost dying.
Were you scared?
A little bit.
I mean, whoever came up with that skeletal dragon must have been really cool.
I had confidence considering the fact that I had already known the outcome of that battle, but you
Do you
know,
think you could have changed the outcome of the battle? Maybe saved a few more people and not been, Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I don't subscribe to the idea of how fate works.
So you could have saved a bunch of lives, but yet instead you chose to run?
Well, I don't entirely know. I wasn't running, I was there and I was fighting.
Oh.
I don't know if me being there would have or did actually change anything. I'm still not entirely sure the entire event was real,
Yeah,
but it was certainly interesting, to say the least.
I'm still not convinced that this Strahd character was real either.
What, so
Like, you guys keep saying him, but I've never seen him. So if I can't see it, then it's not real.
I don't know. I think if the mythos has been perpetuated by enough people, I think it absolutely did happen. I mean, I did get
mean-
to see it with my own 2 eyes.
Or you think you saw it. Or you were just like me and you ate a really weird mushroom that Anemone told me not to eat, but apparently I still did.
I mean, I don't know. Did you slip me something?
I mean, it's possible.
It narrows his eyes at you.
Ashton just looks at
Okay.
you, his eyes crossed, like with the most innocent face.
Anyways, tell me about this college or whatever. It sounds interesting.
Well, there were like 5 different schools that taught like different academies, all pretty much everything you need to learn about magic. They teach there in different forms of art and just the different properties of magic from what I gathered. I just traveled around and I also saw a few other familiar faces that I can't quite explain why they're familiar, but they
Interesting.
kind of felt familiar, if that makes any sense.
I guess that makes sense. And there wasn't
Okay.
anyone else in where you were who had the same problem as you, where you weren't where you were supposed to be.
I mean,
Well, there were a bunch of people that showed up that weren't supposed to be, and the one guy said he was from a Coolidge, which I think is like what you were saying, and he was an owl person, and he was kind of funny, but then he really got mad when I made a joke, and it was about beep.
Interesting. I think that solidifies it. I think maybe all of that did actually happen if
all of us had the same experience, and where you're saying you went, there were other people who were having the same issue, where they're in places they're not supposed to be in.
But here's the thing. So when I went to Ravnabuka, then the person I was replaced with, I guess her name was Zanari. She came here, and her and Anemone fought squirrels
Interesting.
that had a device.
Wait,
But
wait,
when,
wait.
Wait a minute, so Anemone was seeing these people as well?
uh-huh,
I will have
I'm
to talk
sorry.
to her about that.
Did you say that they were fighting squirrels?
uh-huh. I know, right? I'm so mad I wasn't there.
Aren't you glad you missed out on that one, Triton?
Preferably, yeah. I'm actually really happy that I missed out on that. Quite saddened that I wasn't able to kill them myself, though.
Don't worry, I'll kill them all for you. All of
I
them.
appreciate that, but
Like,
it's a
his
little-
eyes
little
glow
different.
red.
Some part of me feels like Johnny has something to do with this. I would interrogate about him, but he could be fucking anywhere at this point.
Wait, John, hold on. He's gonna pull out his journal and he's gonna flip a
Not
few
the
pages.
shit list.
Oh, that Johnny! Yeah, I remember him. I wrote him down in my shit list journal.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
He's
guy's a-
weird.
That guy's a prick. You think he has something to do with this?
I don't know.
Look
Maybe.
at Johnny.
I thought
He-
his cloak. I thought the items in his cloak were turning into sand the last time we saw them.
Yeah, that did in fact happen. But, you know, the fact that that was even a thing that was happening, that implies that he had an uncountable number of magical items stored within his cloak, which, by the way, would also need to be magical. And he just,
Well, that's true.
disappeared and
But
somehow
all
got in there without anybody noticing.
But all the magical items that were in his possession were turned to sand, right?
Yeah, but again, the cloak didn't disappear, which is also suspicious. I don't know.
Maybe the cloak isn't his property.
He seems like a trickster. This feels like it would have him written all over it. I don't know. I need to ask Anemone. Maybe Anemone's seen him.
All right. Well, I'm headed
Um,
back. I'm headed back there anyways. I got some dishes to deliver, so I guess I'll see you there.
I'm about done with my food as well.
There's like one sausage left. He tosses it to Ashton.
Going back to Anemone and Mikhail, she, after hugging Mikhail, had gotten up and she's like trying to make sure that she has all of her stuff in her backpack, and she's telling Mikhail in rapid succession everything that was happening. Like how she met Johnny and a bunch of other people and the pretty lady with green hair, and they fought squirrels, and the Johnny guy made Kathas disappear for a little bit, and like basically just going on and on about the adventures. Like,
The deception roll was for Mikhail trying to mask his emotions, so that's a 9. He could do better, but he could do a lot worse. He's kind of just listening with a smile on his face as he's helping her pack up all of her stuff.
Varis, like, will at some point walk in and probably hear like the tail end of the stories.
yeah.
Well, if there's any confirmation, again, that all this actually happened, I suppose that would be it. That testimony lines up with what I've heard so far. So, you also went somewhere? I hope you weren't in too much danger.
She's gonna like make sure her backpack is like on her correct before shaking her head. Nope. And then she's gonna go over and give Varis a big hug. Just like she did with Mikhail.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. It seems you had an easier time than I did wherever you went.
The pretty lady with the green hair told me to give you and Mikhail a big hug next time I saw you.
Oh. Ah.
Pretty lady with the green. Why?
Something because I forget Zanari's exact words.
She's Oh God, what did she
It's
say?
been like 2
I think
weeks.
I think she said to hold on to what you've got.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She said to hold on to what I've got.
Interesting.
She sounds very smart and intelligent, and you should trust every word she says.
Thank God.
Interesting. I've never met this person. Huh. So wait, you mentioned that there were other people with you where you went, and you went to multiple places? I only heard the tail end of your conversation.
Well, I went out to the forest nearby with a guy who sells toilets, Johnny, and then the pretty lady with the green hair. And then
That's what Johnny is like, knew it.
after we fought the
Oh,
squirrels,
there wasn't a guy with a white hair?
and a guy with horns, just like the pretty lady, and he fought the squirrels too.
Interesting.
And then more portals showed up, and that's when the pretty lady with the green hair told me to find everybody, and then I went through and then met more people.
And who was that?
A big green lady with a big axe, a blue nice looking guy who had this weird accent, and
Yeah, he talked like this. Because I was there with her at that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess that testimony lines up
and then
then.
there was this this really weird creature thing. Apparently I kept saying slurs at it.
it was like a big cockroach.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
Wait.
Gross.
Cockroach.
and
Yeah, apparently they don't like to be called bug. That's a slur to them. Did not know
Well,
that.
and then
Maybe you shouldn't say that word if it's considered a slur in a different.
Well,
You know.
okay, it's all about context right here because I have to say the word to tell you not to say it. And if I'm not saying it in a derogatory way, then it's not meant as a derogatory way.
Technically, you could just spell it out and say that it's a slur instead of actually saying the word, and then I'd piece the clues together, and
An enemy
it's a
hasn't taught
slur.
me how to spell yet.
and then
Alright,
there
that's
was
fair.
this owl guy with a creepy mask who said that he knew me, but in the future.
He was a hoot.
Varis is like very concerned at that.
Mikhail is also concerned at that. He kind of like slowly turns to look at Anemone.
That
He looks over at Mikhail.
I hope we don't have to deal with whoever that is in the future. We already have pressing matters to deal with. In any case, if you said that Johnny was involved, but he was helping you, I don't see why he would do that if he was the mastermind behind all of this. Which makes things even stranger.
He also made Kathos disappear for a little bit.
Never mind, he's
And-
cool in my book.
And more importantly, why did it happen?
I don't really care. The
Well-
problem is solved at the moment because we're all here, and I mean, ideally it doesn't happen again. I'm not too concerned. We have, again, more pressing matters to deal with.
Yeah, you're right.
I would like to
Alana-
talk to Johnny again, though. He's fun.
Alana wanted us to meet up with her before we left for our journey, so
Right, we should get going to that. I've had my fill of breakfast.
you all go on ahead. I'm going to take Anemone to visit the Weiss household.
He gives a thumbs up with a perfectly straight face and then moves out the door.
Triton looks at Mikhail skeptically.
Mikhail is avoiding eye contact.
Ashton's just gonna start eating other people's food.
Anemone's gonna look at Mikhail a little confused. But I wanted to see the pretty tiefling lady again.
Alana?
Mm-hmm.
You will have time to see her in a minute. It's very important to me.
Do you need me not to be here?
No, you're fine, Ashton.
Okay.
We're gonna go.
Just continues eating, wagging his tail.
We're gonna go as soon as Anemone and I are done eating.
Triton walks over, and he bends over with his fists on his hips, staring at you, skeptically.
Mikhail, you know how like when you're on the subway, you try and like not make eye contact, but you can't help but glance at people briefly.
Yeah.
But the second that you see them, you're like, duh! Mikhail does that, and then immediately starts eating his food, and trying to pretend like like Triton's not right next to him, staring at him.
Mikhail, I can't help shake the feeling that you're hiding something.
I'm sorry.
Well, you just seem like you're avoiding something. And I can't help but notice that you won't look at me directly in my eye.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. I can. And he finishes another bite of food and kind of like slowly tries to turn and make eye contact with you, and he gives you hold on.
A very
Bonus sliding sound effect.
Yeah, he gives you a somewhat convincing smile.
Uh,
No idea what's going on.
everyone give me a perception.
Okay.
Lead.
Excuse me.
Isn't it?
I'd like to proceed.
16?
Except for Varis, because he's not here.
18.
Big on, yeah.
A dirty 20.
As you guys are talking, you're able to see as Anemone like attempts to sneak out.
No, you don't. You get back here, little one.
She has her hand on the door, like the door handle, and like kind of slowly shuffles back over.
We
Alright.
are going to have a little talk.
I'm fine with that, but he kind of like sets down his mostly finished plate on the side table, and he kind of like looks at Triton and then looks towards the door and like lightly tilts his head, like he's trying to hint at like a moment alone, please.
He's going to acknowledge. All right. And then
Okay.
we set off.
Anemone, don't go just yet. Ashton, make sure Anemone doesn't sneak out, please.
Okay.
And
Sneaking.
yeah. Mikhail kind of beckons him over further away towards a corner, and kind of glances back at the door before sighing. Alright. What's the issue?
Well, I noticed something while the kid was explaining something to you. Your expression started to change, and I saw you clenching. Saw you clenching your cheeks. I saw you clenching your bag. Is everything all right?
No. Seems like the three of you, or I don't know, you and Varis and Ashton all went and did a lot the past 2 days. I mostly practiced magic and spoke with Mr. Weiss about some things, and I was going to and his voice kind of starts to crack a little bit as he takes a long pause. The kind of pause that very obviously signifies I'm going to start crying if I keep talking.
Mm-hmm.
As he's kind of like fidgeting with his gloves.
Well, it's all right. You can slow down, take a breather.
I may or may not have arranged a safe haven for Anemone.
Oh. Well, Triton's his face kind of goes straight a little bit. He seems happy at first, but then slightly disappointed. I mean that's great news, right? That's good.
Mikhail kind of nods, but he's not really able to say words. So I was gonna I was gonna take the kid to get situated while the rest of you wrapped up with the matriarch.
Oh,
I figured that if I asked you all to come with, it might turn into a big thing, and
I mean, it's I can see it from both ways. It's considerate of you to let this be a thing, to keep it on the down low, but at the same time, it's also not really cool of you to do that, especially since, most of us wouldn't have been able to say goodbye to the kid. And she doesn't know about this, does she?
roll perception for me.
Okay. Let us perceive. A 21?
Yeah.
Check my
So-
rolls, DMs, if you don't believe me.
Mikhail was doing the thing that people do when they feel guilty, where he's kind of looking down and focusing on the floor. But you're still able to see, with the 21, that little teardrops are kind of falling from under his hair.
Oh, I see. Well, this...
I'm sorry, I didn't mean
Hey.
to.
You don't have to apologize. I knew you have good intentions. It's okay. He's gonna start welling up himself. I'm at least grateful you told me, because I would like to at least say goodbye to the kid.
It's just a habit of mine to do things without asking, doing them in secret. But maybe I can get a head start and you can get the others to meet up after we wrap things up with Alana, so that everyone else can get a chance to
Yeah, I can arrange something. I'll let everyone know.
Thanks.
He's gonna pat you on the shoulder and look for Varis.
Um,
I'm with the enemies, yes.
did you check DMs?
No, I didn't.
Damn it.
Okay.
Alright, before anything else happens, check that.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, but he'll go with her and just kind of like continue like doing like the training stuff outside. Like keep her right there, but keep her like moving and active. If that makes sense.
Okay. Alright, so
Knowing that she needs a little bit of freedom, but not letting her really run away.
yeah. When Mikhail comes back to the room, he'll
Yeah, he takes a minute to collect himself, and then
he doesn't see them in the room, but he sees the window open, but he will hear, like, sounds of training outside.
he's gonna. And there's nothing else of Anemone's in the room that needs rounding up for packing.
No, she put everything in her bag and secured her stuffed lion in her bag like usual.
Alright. He's gonna go over and kind of pat Amber on the shoulder, make sure that she's okay and ready to go soon.
Babe,
Hmm.
is Amber up?
Oh, I have a splitting headache. Ooh, my migraine's back.
Sound a bit.
Sorry, Amber, but we are heading out soon, so just take your time, but start making your way towards the cart.
Nod and get ready.
And he's gonna go over and lean down and put both hands on one of Belle's shoulders and shake him violently.
Bell is just with his eyes open as you shake him up this entire time.
Sorry. We're heading out soon, so.
As you try to leave, grab your arm.
You're breaking up.
Rocks.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
I had a whole dream. There was rocks in my dip.
Have you eaten a rock before?
Yeah, she broke my teeth. That's how I got this. Shows a wooden tooth.
Ugh. Well, thank you. And he's gonna let the two train out the side. He'll go around from the front.
Yeah, you can see that Ashton is actually like the training is completely different than what Leto did. He's actually like focusing on like positive reinforcement and like strength training, like having her swing around his sword.
Ooh, alright.
Okay, now I'm gonna teach you the most important move in my repertoire. It's called the thwunk. Okay, so you got someone coming up on you. He's a lot bigger than you. So what you do is you kick him in the balls and you uppercut him. The kicking in the balls, that's the thwa, and the uppercut's the kunk. Because that's the sound they make when they fall to the ground.
He kind of gives you a look like, this looks like a little too hard for me.
Alright, you two.
Oh, hey, I was helping her train.
Thank you. We're going to, all convene at the front of the tavern soon.
Okay.
Anemone will kind of go over and like, we're gonna kick some bad guys' butts.
Indeed we are. and he's gonna give her a smile and start heading towards the front. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Super Friends, just kidding. Between Triton and Varis.
If you guys wanted to start to vocalize your conversation.
Yes.
Well, you don't
So
have to flatter me. I know he hates me.
Well, believe it or not, it is true. And it's kind of obvious if you really think about it.
He narrows his eyes at you, and I have every right to not believe you. Back when our bodies were switched, I know exactly the way he thinks about me based on what he was saying about me.
Well, believe it or not, if you choose what you would like to believe, Varis, I'm just letting you know what I know.
I think the evidence speaks for itself. They're his own words. I heard it with the scrying spell.
All right then. That's pretty much it. I have nothing left to say to you.
I just don't think that his opinion on me would have changed in that amount of time.
Oh, silly Varis. It never changed. It's always been there. Okay, well maybe that's
Now
an
that is the funniest thing I have ever heard you say.
It may not have been always there, but it's slowly developed over time. As silly as it sounds, it is true.
I suppose we'll see about that. I have... Well, that's not something that's going to happen now, but later down the line, once all this is over, I'll give him the chance to prove that. In any case, we should be going.
Right on cue, Mikhail's making his way around the corner. Okay, the other two should be right behind me. Is that everybody?
Perfect. Yeah, we're ready.
Alright. Alright then, you lot go on ahead to talk to Alana. I am going to take the kid and I guess meet back at the Weiss household when you're done.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't want me around?
You can, do whatever you feel is right.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here then.
Okay.
I'd like to tag along.
Sure. Sure. We can all go and talk to Alana later then. I'll do this first.
Fair enough. Not much point in going and talking to them if most of us aren't going, so I'll come with you guys.
Okay. And Mikhail is going to take an Anemone's free hand and start walking.
Alright. As you guys walk through the town, there's still the festival going on. And eventually you'll start to head more towards the farmlands as you approach the Weiss household. Which is a nice open farm area, plenty of space, plenty of crops.
I don't want to go to the farm. I don't want to go to the farm. I'm not Old Yeller.
Wait, you know how to read?
No, an enemy read it to me.
When did... He looks at Ebony. When did you get that book?
What book?
He looks back and... He looks back.
Ashton is now just running.
Never mind.
Wait,
I'm not old. I'm not old.
I'm going to assume you had a moment of divine clarity and somehow had all of the knowledge of that book beamed directly into your mind by some kind of god.
Okay, I must have blanked out for a second. Are we talking about Children of the Corn?
No.
Okay, for some reason it just I blacked out for a second. I heard.
When
No.
dogs get old, they get sent to a farm upstate,
Oh,
quote unquote.
Code word
I
for
think-
they were put to sleep.
Yeah.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking. I know the reference.
Not the
I know
farm. I'm not
Not the
that old.
farm.
But I don't have a map for this, so theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Theater of the mind.
So I don't know who we lost, but weapon we lost.
The on-demand
weapon.
Hispanic man.
Damn it.
Okay. Yikes. Mikhail is obviously leading the party with Anemone next to him. He's while Anemone has her like backpack and stuff, he's got like a makeshift rucksack of her her extra cloak. And inside is like the lion plushie and the ring of spell storing and the wand that she gave him and like a bunch of other stuff. Sentimental
Anemone
items.
also has the wand that Zanari had, the ones that can see traps.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
nice.
right.
Yep.
And so eventually, Mikhail makes his way up to the step, the stoop, and he kind of knocks on the door.
Yes, she still has her necklace. She
Sweet.
wears it.
Excellent, excellent.
Oh, I guess I should do Renesmee, right? That's me. Sorry. I forgot that I'm that person.
You're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of me talking to myself for a little bit.
Oh no.
Go for it.
Renesmee's gonna open the door a bit groggy. Oh, you're here. I'm sorry?
Never mind, go on.
I didn't expect so many of you. Come on in.
We all sort of got dragged along. We figured we should all just come as a group.
So,
Right.
I came willingly.
Okay, so, Mikhail, you know where everything downstairs is. I can show the kid up to the room. And the rest of you make yourselves comfortable for now.
The room? Anemone's gonna look confused.
Mikhail's gonna pat her on the shoulder. It's a bit of a surprise.
I like surprises.
You go on up the stairs with Renesmee. I'll be up there in a moment.
She's gonna follow Renesmee upstairs.
Or is confused but doesn't think much of it and sits down.
She was gonna put a hand on Mikhail's shoulder and say, "If it makes you feel better, I think you're doing the right thing."
Would this be within earshot of Varis?
I mean, they're all kind of sitting around the coffee table, so I'm assuming, yeah.
And Varis looks even more confused and then looks at Ashton.
I mean, because Mikhail and Ashton did have that conversation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to-
he didn't say explicitly that he was going to do it right away, just that he had plans for it. But Ashton knew that knew that this was probably coming.
Soren's
You
gonna
know-
sit. He's gonna sit like doing the thinker pose, and he's going to sigh to himself.
I see what this is. You, he points at Mikhail. You're finally getting rid of me. I see how it is. I'm so offended. He like makes an exaggerated pose, but making like the woe is me pose on his chair.
No, if we wanted to get rid of you, he told me just to kill you. So, you know.
Oh, I
Don't
would
sleep
like
at
to.
night.
I would like to see you fucking try, you mutt.
To your surprise, Varis, Mikhail is actually laughing at your joke. He's laughing really hard.
Varis
And,
looks horrified.
And as he's kind of laughing, it starts to deteriorate a little bit. And he's kind of laughing.
Slow stone grinding sound effect as Varis turns to Triton.
Triton's gonna look at you, and he's gonna have the puppy dog eyes watering up with the little frowny face. Oh, Mikhail, I'm so sorry.
His jaw is slack in disbelief. Looks back at Mikhail, looks back at Triton, then looks back at Mikhail again.
Mikhail's gonna try and compose himself and wipe his eyes.
Something is horribly wrong.
I was originally just going to come here by myself and set Anemone up in her room, but if you all want, you can maybe go upstairs and say temporary goodbyes.
Varis pauses for a minute and realizes what's actually happening, and this face just goes neutral again.
I know you might not be happy about this, Varis, but it is what's best for her. Even I can see that.
She'll be
And
out
I
of
can't even see
danger.
why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
He looks back at Mikhail with a face that is very obviously a little bit sad. You went back on your word.
My what?
You told me that protecting her was my responsibility.
I did say that, didn't I?
He takes a moment to look at his hands and then looks back at Mikhail.
Varis, would Anemone be safer here with Renesmee, or would Anemone be safer with us?
He
You've
looks
seen the
down.
escapades we've been through, Varis. You know, and you of all people should know that we can't protect her the way you think you can.
He looks down at the floor, not making eye contact with anybody.
Plus, Renesmee can train her. Better than I can, better than you can, better than any of us can.
I know. If I'm going to be completely honest with you, I agree. I
It doesn't
didn't
mean
think
it hurts any less.
I didn't think that we would actually be doing this. I mean, I'm glad a little, frankly, just because I know that I'm going to have to look Dimitri in the eyes again, and I don't want her to be there for that. So this is... He clenches one of his fists. This is preferable. As much as I hate to admit it. I wouldn't think... He looks back up at Mikhail. I wouldn't think that you of all people would be the person to have this happen.
Mikhail's been kind of staring, not necessarily at the floor, but kind of into the middle distance. And he kind of just closes his eyes as he kind of... And he's not able to muster any words.
Ashton will put a hand on Mikhail's shoulder.
Alright, well, Whichever of you want to go up, I need a minute. before
I'll
I
go.
can-
I'll go first.
Boris has already turned to go up.
No,
And,
let's go up together.
Before y'all reach the top, Diamond.
Yes.
Quick aside, Renesmee is kind of trying to be very chipper and kind, and he's asking, like, what are your favorite foods? What is your favorite animal? What do you like to do for fun? He's trying to, like, be as comforting of a presence as possible as they're, walking towards the room. And, when they finally get to the room, Anemone can see that, it is a refurbished, children's room. Or at least a child had lived here, maybe 5-ish, 15-ish years ago. And it's got old stuffed animals, old family farm blankets, pictures, well, paintings of peaceful, scenery and a happy family. A drawer, a window that looks out into the farmlands and the tree line behind it. And, yeah. Mikhail had given, Renesmee the rest of Anemone's belongings that she wasn't already holding on to. And he kind of just sets them down. So,
Kind of looks around the room. Whose room is this?
well, it could be yours. It is yours.
She's gonna take a half step back. Mine?
It's, your family is going to come up and talk to you in a minute, but why don't you have a seat and just take a moment? And he's gonna, like, gently reach a hand down to try and guide her by the shoulder over to, a little wicker chair.
She immediately takes another half step back away from his hand.
He kind of gives her this pained, knowing look. Anemone, I know that this is all very confusing and difficult to understand, but please don't run.
I'm not staying here. I'm going with them. We're gonna defeat the bad guy.
And he's gonna, like, slowly move closer and kind of get down to her level, as he kind of, like, leans down. Anemone, they're going to face a very dangerous person. And it's not that you're incapable of fighting, but I'm sure that if anything were to happen to you, they would never be able to live with themselves.
She's going to look back at the stairs and then at Renesmee as she kind of takes another half step.
He's gonna reach out a hand and try and just hold it out for her. I know that this is... well, maybe I don't know. Frankly, haven't had to do this kind of thing. But I've adopted 2 children before, and I can't imagine the kind of trials and tribulations that go through cycling through families, or feeling like your current family doesn't love you just because they put you somewhere that might be safer in the long term. At least stay until they can explain themselves.
She's going to shake her head and run towards the stairs.
And
I'd imagine everyone else is already still going up the stairs.
that is when Varis and Ashton can, like, go up the stairs.
Oh, good. An enemy. Are you ready for your secret mission?
You're leaving me here?
Boris looks at Anemone running down the stairs dejected and tries to stop her.
Oh, no, okay. So listen. I know that me and you, we've been kind of hanging out lately, and and we've both have been having a lot of fun with training and everything. But think about it like this. I want you to take a really good look at this place. Take a really good look at it. I would have given anything, literally anything, to grow up in a place like this. This isn't because we don't love you or we don't care about you. This is, we care about you so much. And Renesmee is very strong. He can train you far better than I can. And now it's time for your secret mission. Ashton's going to pull her to the side.
She's immediately going to try to push him away from her and...
Just listen, just listen,
No!
listen. You have a secret mission. Find out where all of his shit is.
I don't want to stay here. I can help.
Varis is just staring at Anemone this whole time.
Anemone, how many times have you almost died? I want you to think about that. At least here, you can grow stronger. You can be happier here, and we're going to come back for you.
I helped fight the big thing. I stopped it from hurting people. I stopped it from hurting you. This isn't fair. I can fight.
No, it's not. It's not fair, but it is right. And you know it. And you know it deep in your heart. You know it. Mikhail just wants what's best for you. And this is far better than what we can give you at the moment. And this is me saying it. Think about what someone with actual brain cells would say.
To be honest, I didn't think you were literate enough for this kind of conversation.
Yeah, neither did I. But Anemone, look at how nice this place is. And you're literally going to be living with a hero. Think about all the things you can learn. Don't think of it as we're just keeping you someplace. Think of this as a training opportunity.
She currently has her fists clenched into each other as she's glaring at the floor with tears in her eyes.
Anemone, do you want to talk alone?
I don't want to be here anymore. I want to leave.
I have a couple of things I want to talk to you about concerning this.
Ashton's gonna nod and walk down the stairs.
I get the feeling you would be more comfortable if it was just us talking with each other and the others couldn't hear us. Besides, I mostly just want to hear how you feel. I don't want to talk at you.
She's kind of gonna look up and meet Varis's gaze. Are you going to leave me here too?
We can talk about that when we're alone. I want to hear what you have to say first.
I don't want to stay here. I want to keep going. I want to kick bad guys' butts and make sure everyone stays safe.
Hang on. He's gonna walk further up the stairs. Renesmee, could we get the room alone? Me and Anemone.
Yes, of course. Go on upstairs. And he's gonna
He
give me
holds his
back
hand
to you.
out for Anemone to hold to walk into the room with him.
She'll take it.
And yeah, he'll walk her in and close the door.
Okay, right. Go on.
I can help. I can fight and cast magic and...
And you want to come with us?
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I completely agree with you. I definitely am the person out of the group who wants you to come with us the most. But, and honestly, I would want you to. I would want you to come. The only thing is, I don't want to willingly put you near Dimitri again. Not after what happened last time. I can't afford to have that happen again. You lost your hands last time. The only reason we were able to get those back was because we had a powerful caster in our ranks who is no longer with us right now. It's just too risky. And he would have every reason to want to try and get you back again. It would ease my mind, even if it would mean you not coming with us in the cart and us spending time together in the downtime. It would be worth it if it just meant that you were out of arm's length of him. And not just him, but the Lich as well. If that's what Dimitri could do to you, I don't even want to imagine what could happen if the Lich got his hands on you. So, ultimately, begrudgingly, I agree with everyone else's sentiment. Maybe not to the same extent, or in the same way, but I just don't want to repeat my past mistakes and let something happen to you again. I don't want to lose you. Especially after Mikhail put his trust in me. Seeing as that's the one thing he's ever given me. Besides his cloak, I suppose. He looks back up at Anemone, expecting some sort of response.
She went back to holding both of her hands and fists. She won't
Do you
look
want a
back
hug?
up at Varis. She's gonna just shake her head and step back.
I would only not be seeing you for the duration of us solving this little Lich problem. And I would come back afterwards. Ideally, that doesn't take very long. And then we could, continue to live together. Because I still see myself as your guardian, and I care about you a lot. And I want to see you live your life. The life that you should have had. That was ripped away from you by your parents. I'm not going to be able to get that chance if you die. So just know that this isn't goodbye forever. But I can't, in good consciousness, let you help us in the fight against the Lich or Dimitri. I'm hoping this doesn't cause a rift between us, but even if it does, it wouldn't matter to me as long as you're safe. As much as I hate to say it. If you have nothing more that you want to add, I've said my piece. I'm sure the others also want to talk to you as well. He's going to get up and hold the door open for Anemone.
He's kind of gonna, walk out the door and avoid getting close to Varis and kind of go down the stairs.
Varis closes the door behind him and also goes down the stairs with her.
Mikhail kind of watches the stairs the entire time and kind of glances over at Triton. Do you want to, you know?
Triton's desperately trying his best to keep his composure. But his lip is quivering in the silence, so he just turns to her and he's gonna kneel down and look her in the eye.
As she was going down the stairs, and as she looked, she was looking at everybody else in the party, looking for literally anything that wasn't some that wasn't just hoping that this is one big stupid practical joke, or that maybe everyone's like, this is not real.
I know this doesn't really help you settle, and I don't know how to. He's gonna pause for a moment. I'm so sorry about this, Anemone. I really am. I didn't even know this was gonna happen today. And I'm really try to. He's gonna look at her, and then he's gonna notice that she's still wearing the seashell necklace he made for her. And then he's gonna start welling up a little bit, and he's gonna have a sad smile. It's like, you still wearing it. And then he's gonna like crawl on his knees, or he's gonna like scooch on his knees towards her and then give her a hug.
She nodded a bit as he mentioned the necklace, but took a step back as he tried to go and hug her.
And then I'll just I want you to know that you're very special, and you'll always hold a very special hole in my heart. I want you to know that. And our time together may have been relatively short, and I know we haven't really had much one-on-one time, but the times we spent together, you painted my face and having a good time. It's been lovely. I'm so glad you were here. And I'm sure the rest of the group can attest to this, but I love you, and everyone else here loves you too. And I hope you stay out of trouble, all right? This journey's gonna take a toll on the rest of us, and with you with us, adding more danger to your life, it's not gonna be very easy for us to. What I'm trying to say is, we're trying to protect you, all right? And I know you've said before that you want to help, but he's gonna clear his throat. But Anemone, you being here and you being safe is helping us. You growing up to have a normal life and growing up to be a strong, independent woman, that's the life you deserve, and that's the life we're trying to give you. But as you grow up, you'll learn that you can make your own decisions, and maybe one day, if you still set your heart on the path that you choose, we'll see each other again. You'll be able to see everyone again. And Triton saying this to her, and he's also trying to remind himself that this situation isn't permanent. I'll believe we'll see each other again. So please just be good, okay? Can you be good for all of us?
She's going to look at Mikhail. The last little bit of hope in her eyes that this is just not real. That this can't be happening.
Mikhail's gonna walk over and take a deep breath, and he's gonna reach into his pocket and pull out a folded piece of paper. I'll just put it in crystals, but... And he's gonna hand it to Anemone. Listen, Anemone, if you're going to be mad at anyone or upset with anyone, it should be me. None of them knew that this was going to happen, or planned, or any of this. So, he's just... Don't hate them. It's not their fault. And if you need help reading that, I can read it for you.
I think she would go to take the note, but then as he's talking, she kind of loses grip and kind of lets it fall. You're leaving me here. You're not taking me with you.
I want to, but it's about more than the danger that we're going to face. Even if we miraculously made it through the rest of the journey completely unscathed physically, there's scars that don't heal. There's pieces that you lose, that you can't get back. And I've already taken so many pieces of myself in the past 27 years that I don't want that for you. It's selfish, and it's what I want. It's not at all thinking about what you want, but please just let me be selfish and do this one last shitty fucking thing for you. I break promises, I lie, I steal, I hide things from people I've killed. And the last thing that I want you to know that I did solely for me was putting you somewhere where you wouldn't be harmed in the way that we will be. The way we have been, the way you've been. Just let me do this one thing for you, please. I'm begging. At this point, Mikhail's basically sunk down to his knees, and he kind of has just gripped one of her hands in both of his. And just tears are streaming down his face.
She's going to quickly wipe away tears from her face as she rips her hand away. And she takes steps back. It's not fair.
I know. I know it's not. I've been where you are. I know how you feel. probably think that I hate you or that I don't think you can take care of yourself, but it's not true.
Is there a back door to the Renesmee household?
Yeah, but Mikhail's at the steps, and it's kind of, there's a lot of people around, so...
She is just going to run up the stairs, and then you're going to hear the door to the room slam behind her.
Renesmee's gonna just kind of lean forward on his hands and pick up the letter. And he's gonna glance over, if Renesmee is still there. I'm assuming he is.
Yeah.
You may want to watch the window and keep it locked. She's very sneaky. And she will likely try to follow us, no matter what. Right. Okay, I will let the others know, when they get here. And, hopefully, if things go smoothly, eventually you can give her this, if she'll accept it. Right. I will tuck it away for now. And he's going to, go set it on the kitchen counter before, kind of sneaking out through the back door to kind of watch the window where Anemone's room is, as instructed.
She's not messing with it.
He's gonna stay there and keep watch.
For your 11 roll, Tom, you're gonna be snooping around and finding heirlooms and shit.
Is there anything that looks really expensive?
Oh my
Not
fucking god.
really.
No.
They live a humble farm life.
Ashton is just gonna grumble.
Cheap bastards.
Motherfucking cops, pieces of shit, motherfucker. Oh, I'm gonna save the world and I'm not gonna keep any of the cool shit. Oh no, love and family is more important than keeping cool shit for Ashton to steal.
Nesme's not even a cop. He's a politician, it's worse.
Oh, then he's... Oh, if that's the case, I'm taking my stuff back from the taxes I don't pay. Yeah, so in the last session, we did come to the conclusion that Ashton has never paid taxes. Ever.
Yeah.
Bro doesn't even know what
He
taxes
doesn't
are.
even know how to. Why
Yeah,
would he?
no. So apparently, Dagmar is now looking for Ashton to pay taxes.
Oh, God. Alright, Mikhail, after he gives Renesmee the note and the advice, he kind of looks up the stairs and kind of looks back to the party. His entire face is all red and messy and...
I know that we're doing the right thing, but why does it still hurt?
complicated.
Emotions are weird.
I think I understand Claude a lot more than I'd care to admit right now. Well, I know that we need to get going, but if there's anything more that needs to be done here, or...
No, they don't have any cool stuff to steal.
Varis gets up out of his chair finally after muttering to himself about whatever. And moves towards the door. I want that motherfucker Dimitri dead.
Oh, me too.
He's gonna glance over at Triton.
He's still sitting on his knees, but he's gonna stand up after a moment, and he's gonna look up the stairs. And he's gonna look back at Mikhail. I think it's time to leave.
Right. Go on ahead. I'm just going to make sure that Renesmee's not protecting her on his own.
All right.
Varis opens the door and moves towards the cart.
Mikhail's gonna head out the back and just keep an eye out. Alright, so I presume your wife is somewhere around the house? Oh, yeah. I let her sleep in. She's actually still upstairs. So, if the little one tries to sneak out through the hallway, she's going to hear. Right. Thank you. Again, this is more important to me than you could ever know. I think I might have an inkling of an idea. And yeah, Mikhail's gonna nod and head out front to the cart. And hopefully everyone's all packed up. As Mikhail's the last one to hop in, he sees Balin coming over the horizon, quote unquote, down the road, heading towards the house, returning from morning chores with a meal in tow. And Mikhail's gonna have the cart set off.
Alright, and you guys are heading back to the Rain household.
Yay.
Yep.
Yippee.
Ashton would like to keep looking behind to make sure an enemy isn't following. Now,
Yeah.
I understand, but we're playing. No
So,
wine.
Diamond, if Anemone's gonna try and sneak out, there's, I guess, 3 people who need to make perception checks.
She is not going to try to sneak out at the moment. Is there
Damn, some of that makes me feel worse.
Yeah, if there happens to be a desk in the room that is refurbished for her,
There
or
is.
she's probably sitting underneath it, with her hood over her head, crying her eyes out into her, or she threw her line across the room, actually.
Oh.
So, she won't be leaving anytime soon if she attempts to.
Great.
Varis is throwing all of the emotions he's feeling right now into the corner of his mind, and he's going to promptly throw them away again when he takes them out of the corner and promptly throws them directly at Dimitri's fucking face.
Mikhail is kind of dealing with the aftermath of that big emotional thing that he just had.
Ashton is walking like not a care in the world. Just do. Okay, and I will be right back.
Varis will be the one to knock on the door.
As you guys approach the household, you'll actually see Lila chilling outside on the porch. And she'll kind of wave as she sees you guys. She's in her gear. Hopefully it did move you guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
there. Yeah, Varis would knock on the door.
Good to see all you guys this wonderful morning, and then she kind of realizes the vibe, and
Yeah. She has only ever seen Varis smiling. He smiles 99% of the time. He is completely neutral expression, and has been the entire time after he left.
And she's gonna look around and she's not gonna see the kid. Oh, that was this morning? You guys did that this morning?
I'm not talking about it. Where's Alana?
She's inside, second
Good.
door on the left.
He pushes past her and moves to go and find her.
She kind of looks at the rest of the group. Everyone all right?
We're all having a bit of trouble with the what is it called exactly? The dealing with feelings part.
Oh,
We're trying to
come to terms.
cope with we're trying to cope with the loss of a valued team member.
She's kind of gonna look to the side, looking a little guilty. Oh,
Insight check.
sure.
That's a natural fucking 20.
Yeah.
You feel like she's dealt with something similar before, but it turned out a lot worse.
Mikhail will nod at understanding but not say anything.
If Varis already went ahead, Alana's
He did, yeah. He does not give a shit.
Alana's gonna be in the sunroom, second door on the left.
Yeah. He opens the doors and sees her.
She's
We're here.
playing the piano.
Under normal circumstances, he would make a comment about that, but he says nothing.
It's actually a nice, somber tune, nothing like crazy.
Claire de Lune, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, fuck off.
Thank you for the idea.
I'm gonna say that the rating I did is canon, and his mouth twitches for a moment as he recognizes the tune from his dream, before immediately dismissing the thought, like it was never there in the first place. We're here, he says a little bit louder this time.
She stops and she looks.
You wanted us to meet here?
I did. Is the rest...
They're at the entrance. They're talking. I just wanted to know where you were.
Hostility. She'll sigh and get up, but I assume you have a good reason. I won't push you.
He has no reaction to the statement and simply turns 180 degrees and walks out the door, fully expecting her to follow him.
You guys will see Kathos in the living room as he has his gear on, as he was seemingly getting ready to go. Oh, hello, everybody.
Hi. Are you coming with us then?
I was actually hoping to talk to all of you as me and Lila will be heading out on that. He's gonna kind of quickly glance into the hallway to make sure his mom hasn't left that room yet. And sigh. You know, the mission.
Well, your mission seems to be our mission, considering the assumption that Dimitri has a phylactery.
Oh, suppose it would be good to have us tag along then.
Alright then.
My mother should be out soon. She'll probably want to speak to you all in the living room.
I fetched her. She's coming.
Go on ahead. We'll catch up with you.
He's gonna...
Doris moves into the living room after hearing that's where the talk's going to happen and sits down on the couch immediately.
Eventually, Alana comes into the living room. the others didn't want to join?
I assume that they're coming in soon. I neglected to speak to them. Sorry.
If there's any information that you're going to tell us that's important, I'll relay it to them. It's fine.
Less information and more advice. As a seasoned adventurer, I wanted to attempt to heal some of the emotional moments that you have gone through and will go through in the future. I understand how hard it can be. I assume you left the child at Renesmee's already?
Yes.
Varis takes a quick glance at Mikhail, no noticeable change in expression, and then looks back at Alana.
Understand that she will be safe here. We have plenty of trained guard, and if the Lich does come for us, I have many plans to keep everybody safe.
Good.
Since I wasn't sure if the rest of the party knew that the child would be staying here, but what you're doing is the right thing. Sometimes when you are making a decision for your child, it is not what they want, but what is for the best. This feels like one of those moments. They might not always like you, or they might even say that they hate you sometimes, but at the end of the day, they love you. I promise.
Varis is purposely trying to suppress something if anybody actually cares to do an insight check.
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah.
will do one. I will try and do it as subtly as possible because Mikhail's trying to not be invasive. Has about an 18.
Yeah, both of those work, I would say. He is trying his very, very best to mask it, and is doing a pretty good job. His face is still exactly the same, but one of his fists is bald and is shaking a little bit. He is suppressing an insurmountable amount of rage and is frantically trying to kick it back into the corner.
Stay inside!
Stay in the box! No! Stay in the box!
No! Get out of the
Skin!
Are you good?
Apparently, I have a DMV reminder from the state of California that I have an outstanding traffic ticket. Kind of hard for that to happen when I've never driven a car.
Oh,
Anyways.
Yeah, that's a text. That's a scam text.
yeah. You're allowed to feel however you're currently feeling. Just know that everything will work out in the end. You have an ally in New Cresthill.
Thank you. And Mikhail will, walk towards the door.
Is that everything?
Yes. Please be safe. Don't be afraid to write.
He puts his hand in his pockets and leaves, saying nothing. And just promptly heads over to the cart and sits down in it.
Triton and Amber. Go ahead. Bib, you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Triton.
I just think it would be best if we kept you out of harm's way for this. As much as it pains me to say it, I'd like you to stay safe as well. it's the same way with everyone, how everyone feels about Anemone. If something would have happened to you during this adventure, I'd like you to stay alive and live your life. Because clearly I'm not getting out of this easy.
Amber will do a slight chuckle. I understand. Hey, maybe I can just give the kid some company.
If you don't mind, doing that for me, it would I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, but no dying, okay?
Yeah, I'll certainly try. But I'll keep that in mind.
Trying isn't good enough. Better do.
Well, I can't necessarily guarantee that I will, per se, but I can't guarantee that I won't either. Within my capability, I'll stay alive, and I'll come back.
I'll accept that for now.
In the meantime, I know you already have a copy of this. He's gonna pull out from his bag his favorite book, which I will tell in a little while after I come up with what his favorite book is. He's gonna give Amber his copy of the book that they've both been reading together. As a show of faith, when I get back, we're going to finish all of it together. That is a promise.
Alright then. Be waiting.
And he's going to give her a little peck on the cheek.
He looks at you like, really? And then goes in for a full kiss.
And
Come
yeah,
here,
and then he
lover
does.
boy.
Yeah, then he does the
Yeah, literally
well,
that.
actually, I'm going to have her do the thing where it's like, what was it called? The wasn't it like the winning the war photo where the dude had her?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did it with
she's going to do that to
Marina.
him. Yeah, she's going to do that to him.
I could totally see Triton like lifting
Amber,
up one
so
leg,
forward.
like,
Come here, lover boy.
ooh. Literally.
I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
And then after that, Triton will rejoin the group, and then you guys are gonna head out, right?
Yep.
Indubitably.
All right. Do you guys make any pit stops in the town?
Is there anything for Ashton
Shopping
to steal?
spree.
There's nothing for Ashton to steal.
No
Maybe
thievery.
maybe to buy a short sword before I leave.
All right.
That's it. I already put that in my inventory and spent the money when I was working on leveling up Mikhail, though, so.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashton
Sounds about
doesn't have
bad.
any money, so unless Mikhail buys him something,
I mean, if Ashton wants something, he has to say it.
he doesn't know what he wants. Come on, he's not that smart.
Yeah, no. No buying of the things. Sorry.
On our way out towards the road, is there like a wandering merchant or like, I don't know, a stall that's selling like, oh, I don't know, perchance, let's say, magical items?
Why do you want?
Just curious. I mean, I'm just curious if there's like some haggler, if I could strike a deal with some sort of, I
You've
don't know,
already
person.
haggled and put Varis like 8K down.
Yeah, but like, you know,
You have
maybe we-
gauntlets.
Oh my god, look!
Wait,
Oh my
is
god,
there-
look, it's Jeff. He needs more money.
Alright, hold on, hold on,
What do you offer me,
Golden
Jeff?
credit card debt?
Okay, hold
Hey
on.
kids, did somebody say
Ashton-
magic items?
No.
Ashton is
It's Johnny
actively,
Bargain!
Ashton is actively gonna look for some boosts of speed.
Okay.
Babe, that's up to you.
I mean, I'm
can
cool with
say
doing
no.
it.
I thought you had plans, though.
I do have a plan to make. Oh,
You
that's
know
ooh,
yeah.
yeah. We could introduce it now, technically.
Go ahead.
Should we just introduce it now?
Yeah.
All right. So, you know what? Fuck it. I'm stealing this from Maei. You'll see a wandering old man. It looks like he has a pack on his back and he has various items.
Hello, you have stuff? I want stuff.
Me.
I'm sorry, I couldn't catch that. What?
You got money?
He holds up a leaf.
That's not money.
He does a Jedi hand wave. Yes, it is.
Ashton, if you don't mind, he's going to Triton's going to pull out his bag of coins and he's going to present to the man 8 gold pieces.
He's gonna jingle his coin sack.
Thank
Thank you, Tom.
Oh God.
We play with children.
What?
Not in that way.
No, just continue.
Stop. You
I need a glass
you're
of
gonna
water.
need about 12
Go
more.
ahead.
One more. Master!
What?
Master! I need some gold.
Ashton, hold on. One moment.
Yes. Yes.
One moment.
Yes.
I have a better offer for you if you'd like to bargain.
Eh.
Hear me out. All right.
Oh,
He's gonna turn back to the cart, and then he's going to
Triton, why are we here?
what is Belle doing?
well, it's just feet kicked up, chilling, relaxing, maxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Ah, all right. Hello, Bill. I have a request of you. Do you think
Yes.
maybe I could, like, I don't know, perchance borrow a jar of dirt from you?
You need my dirt,
Yeah, just for like a little while.
and he'll like put his hand over his mouth to like try not to have Ashton hear. Just letting you know, it don't really work without my magic touch.
Oh, all right. Do you think you could come with me for a second and you know, like show me this show me your magic tricks with this fine gentleman over here carrying the backpack, and he's gonna point at the guy.
All right. You'll
Sweet, thank
go
you.
over.
Kind sir, I have this here is Bell Bottom, and he has something very special to bargain with you with. And then he's gonna like try to rev up Bell Bottom to show him his dirt.
Belle will take out a jar of dirt. And this is it.
Yeah!
It's that good shit right here. You want it. Trust me, you want it. The hell am I gonna do with dirt? There's dirt in my feet, you dumbass. Well, no. You don't understand. It's magical dirt. I can make magical dirt out of my ass. Fuck are you talking about?
Here, let me
Just-
try to show you real quick. And he's gonna pull out the small dagger from his backpack, and he's going to slit his palm, a wide gash, bloody and everything. And he's like fucking manically smiling. And then he's going to he's going to take the he's gonna take the
Real
dirt
quick,
from the
give
jar.
me an intimidation check.
Unintentional intimidation.
And then he's gonna-
Meanwhile, Kathos is just looking at Mikhail like, what the fuck is happening here?
It's a 12!
Yeah, Mikhail
It's
looks a bit
12!
disturbed. That is the first time he's seen Triton do anything on that level of unhinged before.
Zero fucking reaction.
12?
Yeah, I rolled a 12.
Dude, what the? Oh my god, I don't know if I want to be here anymore.
Now, hold on.
Just
Get a load of this. Get a load of this real quick, and he's gonna
Don't
take the
leave.
dirt from the jar and slap it on his palm, and then he's gonna present it to the guy.
say the You say these 3 words. Well, no, it's actually 4, my bad. This is that good shit. It's actually 5, my bad. This is that good shit. And
You
then
can
he'll,
see
like, wave his
Ashton
hand.
actively trying to count, but he can't.
I can only count to
He'll
4.
wave
I
his
can
hand
only count to 4.
over the dirt after saying it, and then wipe away the dirt, and the wound is healed. What? What?
See? What did I tell you? This is real. This is the real good shit right here. This is better than healing word. This is better than Goodberry.
Huh.
Varis gets out of the cart and puts his hand on Triton's shoulder. If you're quite done, can we stop wasting our time here?
Varis, I'm trying to heckle.
Hold
Please.
on, hold on.
He grips his shoulder tighter.
I'm going to fucking
Hold
put you
on.
in the ground if you don't get back in the goddamn car. You fucking.
Oh my god.
Maybe I want something from here.
Fair enough.
Okay, two reasons why I'm willing to haggle is 1, the jar of dirt seems useful, and 2, you scare me. Okay. And he'll look through his bag. Wolf boy, what takes your eye?
He's gonna look at what the options are.
You'll see some just random knickknacks. Some just looks like absolute bullshit, like he picked up off the floor. And then you'll see these black boots. They have little chains around, like, think kind of cowboy boots, but you can see little spikes protruding from the top.
Spiky boots.
Master.
What?
Can I have my first pair of shoes?
You're not wearing. Oh, you're not wearing shoes.
No,
How
I've
much-
never worn shoes.
How much
You
is
haven't
it?
been wearing shoes this entire time. Oh man, your feet must be calloused. I'm so sorry. I didn't notice.
I can't feel them anymore.
Yes, you can
Yeah,
have
that's
your
not
first
good.
pair of shoes. How much am I paying for them?
I'm gonna take the dirt, and your one friend scares me with the knife, so don't worry about it.
He's still gripping the knife.
Okay,
Um,
take the shoes then.
the merchant will take the jar and hand over the boots.
Ashton will put the boots on his hands. Yay! Boots!
Kathos is gonna kind of point. You can. They go on your feet, not on your hands.
How
Get
do
in the
you
car.
put them on? Oh, okay.
I'll show you how to do it.
Hey Noah,
Yeah?
you still have the screenshot of the shackles of bloodletting, right?
I like the stats.
Yeah, like what it does.
I copy and pasted it into my notes for it in my inventory, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Why do you ask?
I'm gonna need you to send that to me. I need to make modifications for his boots.
Sure, yeah, hang on.
Yeah. Once you pick them up, you feel a name coming onto you, Ashton, and it's telling you that they are the boots of bloodletting.
I'm glad you
Ooh.
picked up on the name that I gave for them.
I got boots of
Yeah.
blood. They really let on.
Oh god.
Kathos is regretting his decision to come with. Lila is not paying any attention.
Ashton just looks around, still cross-eyed. You know, of course, his nipples are out because that's the shirt he has on.
Yeah, he's wearing a shirt. I forgot.
Yep.
He's gonna look like the worst goth kid ever.
No,
Yep.
no. Honestly, it's a vibe.
But
Ashton could go to like a scene or like a rave, and people would be like, "Dude, you're a little overdressed, don't you think?" Where's your thong, bruh?
Oh, he's
True.
wearing it.
Oh my
He's
God.
definitely wearing it.
Okay, sorry, I carried this bit on too long. I would like to be done with D&D soon. My brain is starting to hurt from all the crying that I did earlier.
Okay. All right. So,
Okay. Yeah. So
Are
he's
we done
gonna.
bargaining with the...
Oh no, not yet.
Bargaining, you say?
Stop it!
Keeps going.
Haggling.
Haggling.
I have not chosen my desired magical trinket.
Oh,
So,
hurry up.
Triton's okay. Yes, let me build it up. Triton's gonna rummage through the bag, and hopefully, with the DM's discretion, may I pull out the crown of intellect?
Oh shit, did we give you that?
No,
Ah.
I got the gauntlets. So,
What do you think, babe?
with your permission.
I mean, Crown of Intellect only brings up their intellect point, I think, what, 17?
Yep,
So, I mean,
that's
it's not
just
like
enough.
it's giving them a crazy boost.
Okay,
So,
sure.
That's all I need.
Would anybody else
So-
like to haggle?
We're also going to go up to the old man. Do you have anything that can help me kill vampires?
let me look around. Babe, I'm gonna roll a d20. Call it even or odds.
Even.
On which, if he. Okay. I was about to say, is even he has them or odd he has it?
Even he does. Oh, shit.
Well.
Well, don't never
um,
fucking trust me again.
Bargain.
I don't have anything that would like hurt a vampire or the undead on me. I just kind of pick up stuff that looks interesting. Maybe. I got this new item in. It's
Don't
really
care.
good. All you have to say.
You are of no use to
It
me.
could heal you. It could heal you really good.
The words go in one ear and out the other as Varis turns 180 degrees and leaves to go back to the cart.
This jar dirt will help.
He has a scowl on his face.
Alright. Is that the last of the haggling?
Yeah, Triton puts on the headband in glee and then heads back. Thank you, stranger. You enjoy the dirt.
And as
DM.
as you continue on, back up the path from whence you came, New Cresthill gets smaller and smaller in the distance, and eventually you come through the mountain pass that you had come through previously. Same, deserted, like, town camp. And as you're going by, a bush on the side of the road is going to rustle. A little bit ahead of you.
Still on the cart at this point?
Did that bush just speak to us?
No, it rustled.
Oh, yeah, right. It rustled. Hello, Russell.
Get an inspiration for that, but fuck you.
Yay!
Ashton will bark at it.
And out will roll a very beat up and hurt looking Mist as she
Oh, damn it. I'm mad that I'm excited because Varis is not.
as
It's the person we threatened.
she
Mikhail
plops,
is concerned.
she kind of plops onto the ground, like very out of breath and probably barely half alive.
Hey, is that Mist? Triton's gonna hop out the cart and immediately rush to her.
Oh, wait, don't.
Varis turns towards Triton as he runs away, as if seemingly insulted by the mere idea that we would even consider helping them.
She looks over And at first, she immediately tries to, like, get up, but then she realizes, oh, friend! Uh,
Friend.
Yes, I'm here. What's the matter? What happened to you?
she's gonna pass out.
No!
Okay.
Quick,
Uh.
Bill, get a jar ready. He's gonna carry Mist to the cart.
Just put the kobold in the cart. That's
Really
a weird
taking
way of
them
saying
with
put the
us?
fries in the bag.
Oh,
The prize the bet.
Put the kobold in the cart already.
We really bringing them with us?
you know that creature? And Katz is gonna look between all of them.
Yeah, we tortured that creature for information.
No,
Um,
we didn't.
It's a long story.
Right. He's kind of gonna give the kobold a look. Gonna trust that you didn't actually torture him.
We're going to bring them in. Put them in the fucking cart already.
We're already in the cart, Varis.
Okay, then let's move.
Waiting on you.
And does Belle heal the mist?
Of course.
After Mist is healed and injuries go away, Mist immediately shoots up as the cart is going. I'm awake! And Mist is gonna look around. Where am I? Oh, and then she's gonna realize. And then look at Mikhail. You're not gonna put another spell on Mist, are you?
No. I feel he's gonna lean over. Who's sitting next to him?
I like to believe that I'm holding Mist, like cradling her like a baby.
Well, Belle would be right there too, since he just got done healing Miss.
Yeah, Mikhail's gonna lean over between Belle and Triton and oh, what's the word when you feel bad for doing something even
It's
though
called guilt, Mikhail.
Right. I feel guiltish.
Fuck that.
Close enough.
If you want a spell on you, I could put one.
No, thank you. Mist has been through a lot.
It's a good spell. You see the
Why
dirt
is-
on you?
Yeah. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
The dirt. It's a spell.
Ashton's gonna take some dirt and also
Jeez.
sprinkle it on
Yes,
her.
The dirt healed you. You're okay now.
Mist
Varis
doesn't
takes.
feel safe.
Oh yeah, continue. Yeah, I was gonna say Varis like turns back towards Mist for a second, then makes a slit throat motion with his thumb before looking forwards again.
That's not very nice.
What did Mist do?
Oh,
What did
you
Mist
know what?
do?
Belle will.
He's having a rough day.
It's
Belle
okay.
is
We're
gonna
not
take
gonna
out
hurt
that
you.
little biscuit. The biscuit that Triton made the very first time and offer it to Miss.
No, not the poison.
It's not poison. It
It's
was
not poison,
delicious.
it's just burnt. It was burnt. That's it.
Mist
Would you
will
like-
sadly eat
would you
the
like-
biscuit.
It's delicious.
You must be thirsty. Would you like some water?
Yes, please.
He's gonna pull out his flask and then give it to her.
But after Mist is done eating, Mist is surprised to find you all.
Yeah, what were you doing out here, Mist?
After the attack, Mist tried to run and find help.
Oh, you poor thing. I'm so sorry that happened.
But
Well,
Many
we're on our way. I mean, we can try to help you as well.
Mist found you all. You all will help.
How many
yeah.
of you survived?
Mist is unsure. Many were taken, others escaped. Some dead.
Taken? Kidnapped?
That is what Mist saw.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they? Of course, the meteor was to cover the tracks.
You see, I said we should have gone in there and looked.
We probably wouldn't have been able to find anything among all the rubble. Well, we will do what we can.
Mist is like, you'll notice that she was counting the whole group and looks confused. Mist does not know these two. Pointing out Lila and Kathos. Missing somebody.
We sent the child to a safer place.
Miss thinks that's a smart idea.
Okay, now we know it can't be a bad idea.
And
If even Mist agrees.
These two are heroes, I think. As he kind of glances back to Kathos.
Lila's gonna speak up. I'm a proclaimed hero. Kathos, he's working on it. And like, she would have patted his shoulder and Kathos kind of slapped her hand away. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Ignore her, please. I'm Kathos Rain. This is Lila Linmore. So nice to meet you. I've never met a kobold before. Miss think you're too chipper. Smile less. Creepo. And Mist is gonna go towards the back of the cart.
Oh my god!
And Kathos is gonna look a little hurt.
Mikhail looks a bit surprised as he kind of glances between the two and reaches a hand out to pat Kathos on the shoulder.
I'm fine. Yeah, that... I didn't expect that to hurt as much as it did. Oh.
Strange times.
I suppose so. I don't... Maybe... I don't know. I'm gonna just repress that.
Right, well, let's kill a vampire and figure out what happened to the Fae.
Alright. So, as you're traveling through the mountains, you'll eventually end up back on the Empire map for the Haven Plains.
Yeah.
And let me just delete that. Alright. And as nightfall comes, you'll probably end up in the rough estimate of the same area that you were camped out at before. If you want to keep traveling or take the long rest, that is up to you.
Long rest. I gotta call it here.
Alright, and that's where I can't talk. That's where we're gonna end
That's what
tonight.
we're doing.
Oh well.
I'm sorry, I can't go for any longer.
It's okay.
No, that's
Yeah,
perfectly
it
fine.
all would have been
My old,
traveling.
my
Yeah,
old
I wants to go to bed.
yeah, my old ass needs to go to bed.
I got work tomorrow, and plus I wanted to attune the headband.
That is a good
I
place to end it. A good stopping point after swinging back into it.
I cried
way,
so
Ashton-
much.
Ashton is wearing the boots on opposite feet.
God damn it.
The wrong feet.
Yeah.
Varis was just about to start accepting his emotions, and then he kicked all of them back into the corner again the minute this happened.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Everyone say bye-bye to the
It's
recording.
Bye.
Goodbye, recording. I'll miss you.
And that was episode 24 of Crystals and Stuff. Really hope that you guys enjoyed it. We're really glad to be getting back into the swing of things. Next week, we're getting right back into the schedule. 8 p.m. EST every Tuesday. Might change up starting in July. Might start to be every other week, just giving a heads up now. But we hope that you are excited for next week's episode, as the group is probably going to go after Dimitri. The long-awaited final battle between our group and the stupid vampire asshole. But I hope you enjoyed. I've been the DM, Weapon being the co-DM, Noah playing Varis, Forrest playing Mikhail, Tom playing Ashton, and Maei playing Triton. See y'all next week. The intro and outro song is Finders Keepers from the Waterdeep Dragon Heist soundtrack by Travis Savoy.